Welcome to Cabral House Call. I'm Stephen Cabral, board-certified naturopathic doctor, and today we're taking on your questions on a Mindset and Motivation Monday. So what we like to do is gather up your questions from the week, and what we do is we try to assemble them on the best and most appropriate day. So if you haven't heard your question answered yet, it's coming. We answer everyone's question, and at least 15 questions per week do get answered. So let's start with today's first question. So Isabel asks, do you recommend any motivational or self-help speakers? So I actually really like this topic, and the reason is that a lot of people aren't into self-help or motivational type gurus, but I think if you take it for what it is, which is motivating you to think bigger, to push yourself a little bit more, and to uplift yourself, maybe uplift your spirits, I think is a fantastic thing. I like all different types of self-help people, and the reason I say this is because everyone resonates differently with each person, right? So I'll just name a few of those, great people out there who I think who really do good work, and I think that you can say what you want about them, like trying to make money or whatever it is, but I believe that if you give great value, then I don't think there's anything wrong with these people being compensated for their work. I don't understand that. If they weren't compensated for their work, they wouldn't be able to put on these seminars and do these great things. So I don't have an issue with that. That's kind of a scarcity-based thing, and that's why you can use your self-help motivational tapes and all that different types of stuff for it. So let's look at this. I think Anthony Robbins or Tony Robbins just has so many great free YouTube videos for you to watch. You could easily start there. He obviously has a lot of books. You could read those as well. His books are very thick, so if you're not the reading type, you might just do better with his audio, MP3s and CDs. Now just keep in mind, I know a lot of people don't use CDs anymore, but a lot of these motivational people, they do have CDs and DVDs. So the thing is, you'll either have to burn them onto a computer or see if they do have them online as downloadable MP3s, and a lot of them do, and a lot of them have that. They don't do podcasts for the most part, unfortunately. Again, Anthony Robbins, Tony Robbins has so many great things. I do recommend looking into him, and he does believe in a lot of the same things that I do, which is kind of changing your state and mentality from where you're at right now and diving in head first and just going big and going forward, knowing that it doesn't take a year to change. You can change in an instant once you decide and commit for yourself. I think that's fantastic. I know it's not a Friday review, but I talked about Jim Rohn before. This little kit is kind of nice. It's called The Art of Exceptional Living. He talks about business and life and creativity and ideas, and how that no matter how great you're doing in life, that there's going to be ebbs and flows, right? So if you're doing great, there's going to be a little bit of a dip at some point coming up. That's just the way life works. And if you're at a really low point, well, it doesn't stay there forever. You're going to come back up again as well. So I think Jim Rohn, who's no longer with us, is a really exceptional person who's given a lot of great advice. He went into his 80s literally doing motivational based work and self-help based work with people. So one thing I would say is this: it's so easy to begin to find people that you resonate with, whether it's a Tony Robbins and Eckhart Tolle, Jim Rohn, Course in Miracles, all of these different things, is that if you simply start playing around on YouTube and type in one of these people's names, you're going to see a bunch of different other recommendations, and then you can look into them as well. So at least start someplace with something, and then listen to that first audio CD group or MP3s or whatever it might be, or videos, and then go from there. See what touches you, and I really think it is personal to see what motivates you exceptionally. And then on the back end, and I'll talk about this in a future episode on a Motivation Monday, is that you should not be, nor do you need to be, listening to motivational self-help based guides for the rest of your life. You use that for a specific time in your life to lift you out of that, to give you the confidence and the wherewithal and the awareness to then become who the person you will eventually be that doesn't need those specific types of things, that then has that intrinsic or internal base motivation on a daily basis. All right, next question. All right, so interesting question. This question was by Paula. So Paula asked, do you believe in reciting mantras during the day to yourself? So I guess that can be a form of motivation. It could be a form of getting back to center. That's really what it's about, right? So a mantra, and if you don't know what a mantra is, it could be a phrase or a word or even a sound that can center you to bring you back to whatever state that you need to be at. Meaning this, I think mantras are best when you find yourself super stressed, when you're not breathing, when you're becoming very tense. Your mantra could be calm or peace or love or breathe, any of those things. Some of the ones that I give to my clients are actually those. One in particular is just breathe. Breathe. And so when someone's very stressed, they're not breathing. They're all tight, their chest is all tense, and what happens is it constricts all the blood flow to their extremities, their heart rate starts to raise, their blood pressure goes up, they get less oxygen to the brain, they're gonna elicit that fight or flight based response. It's just literally a chemistry disaster inside of your body. So what happens is you can just short circuit all of that by just breathing in through your nose, and then out through your mouth, even more relaxed out through your mouth. You do that about 3 times, 5 seconds in, 7 seconds out, and you just either say it quietly to yourself or not at all. You just think it, and you just breathe through that tension, breathe through that stress. That's a beautiful mantra that you can use every day, every time you're under tension, whether your kids are running around the house, being crazy, all of those specific things, you don't think you can take it anymore, or your boss just gave you a new stack of projects that's due, by the end of the day, whatever it might be. If you can just take a second to breathe, you'll be able to then reflect and respond to that situation in a much more calm manner. So yes, I believe mantras are great. And again, just like I said in my first answer, I don't think that you'll need them for the rest of your life, but it will get you to the point where you can elicit the response that you want without even saying that word or whatever that mantra might be. All right, next question, last question of the day. All right, so Bethany asks, what are some fun motivational things that you suggest to your clients, or they suggest, to motivate themselves to achieve new things or achieve goals? So let's just talk from a body transformation standpoint. Since I know a lot of people, even if their goal is wellness, a lot of people still want to lose 5 pounds or 10 pounds or 20 pounds or more. So what that means is it's nice to kind of give yourself that little motivational boost. So the motivational speakers are great, the seminars are great, the mantras also work, but sometimes there's just fun things like purchasing a magazine of not like the super fit swimsuit models or whatever it might be, but just some magazines that talk about healthy living, and you just flip through that at night or during the day at lunch, and it fills your mind with good motivation, good stories of success, like Chicken Soup for the Soul. That's a fun book to buy. They do them for every single thing, whether it's like weight loss or relationships or whatever it might be. Another thing is, you could actually find an image of, a few people that you say, this person's body, in my mind, it doesn't have to be perfect for whatever perfect is, but it's something that I might like to strive for. Just meaning that the person looks healthy, that's it. That they're not looking too thin, that they're not looking like they're just photoshopped, because keep in mind that every magazine cover you do see is not a fresh image that just came off the camera. Someone's worked on that, they doctored it. So don't think you should ever compare yourself to someone on the photo in a magazine where it's been doctored. Other fun things you can do is put out the dress or the pants, or even purchase a new outfit that you're just one size away from. And so the nice thing is, as you try that on once a week and you're like, yeah, it's still a little tight right now, the pants are still a little tight, dress is just a little too small, whatever it might be, what happens is this. You're saying, oh, I'm almost there. I'm almost fitting in. And it kind of motivates you. It's a fun thing. It motivates you to just say, okay, 1 more week or 2 more weeks, I can do that. And it holds you strong as a fun motivator. Just say 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now, you fit into that dress, that pair of pants, whatever it might be. They might not have been able to button before. And now you know, regardless of the scale, regardless of measurements, regardless of what friends say or you say or what you think when you look in the mirror, you know you achieved something. You are now a smaller you that's fitting into a pair of clothes or outfit that you wanted to achieve. I think that's a fantastic motivator. It's one that my clients actually gave that advice to me of something they were going to do, and I've shared that with other clients as well. They might have an event coming up or a birthday or a wedding, a month from now, 2 months from now, 3 months from now, whatever it might be. And so we kind of use that as a fun motivator. What I would say is pick something small, pick something for yourself as well that maybe is around the topics that we talked about today that you can use to motivate yourself in the short term. Not a year away, remember it's too far away, something within the next 12 weeks, the next 3 months. Hopefully that gave you a little bit of inspiration today. I'll be back real soon with more episodes of the Cabral House Call. Thank you for just tuning into the Cabral Concepts. We've been getting a lot of questions lately about what next? What can I do next? And so what I'd like to say is if you want to take your wellness, weight loss, or anti-aging goals to the next level, I'd say this. We have 3 options for people to start with, and you can just see if it's the right fit for you. What we do is we have the ability for you to simply click the Start Here button on the StephenCabral.com website, and you can choose 3 options, the best one that fits your needs. The first one is simply getting more details on how we work with clients in our wellness practice. So it could be options on functional medicine lab testing, it could just be on free recipes, we have our exact workout templates, everything that you need to just get started. The second level is completing the Dr. Cabral detox. Anywhere from 7, 14, or 21 days, it's the absolute best way to lose weight and improve your wellness. And we guarantee it. I mean, there's very few people that do guarantee their work. We absolutely guarantee that you will get results with this. And the third way is that you can do complete personalized wellness planning. And that includes choosing one of the functional medicine labs that we have on the website, or multiple if you would like, getting those labs shipped to you, completing the lab right at home, and then we send you in about 3 weeks after that a complete personalized wellness plan that includes everything our wellness clients and weight loss clients get at our Boston practice. So all you have to do is simply go to StephenCabral.com, click on the Start Here button, and you can get started and choose the level that works for you.